Hello friends, it's Miss Holmes again. I would love to share with you a poem today from Mr. Shel Silverstein, written in this book of poetry, Where the Sidewalk Ends. I've been reading these poems to my students for 29 years. We've been sitting down at the learning leaves and reading them and reciting them together. And I actually had a special request from a former student to read these to you today, from Miss Kayla Anderson. Actually, Mrs. Cantillani now, because she's a teacher now herself too. So of course, how could I resist? So this one's for you, Kayla. This is for all my former students and all my new friends as well. And this one today is titled, Sarah, Cynthia, Silvia, Stout would not take the garbage out. And I always warn my students when I read this, listen to your parents, do your chores, or things like this can happen. Sarah, Cynthia, Silvia, Stout would not take the garbage out. She'd scour the pots and scrape the pans, candy the yams and spice the hams. And though her daddy would scream and shout, she simply would not take the garbage out. And so it piled up to the ceilings. Coffee grounds and potato peelings, brown bananas, rotten peas, chunks of sour cottage cheese. It filled the can, it covered the floor, it cracked the window and blocked the door. With bacon rinds and chicken bones and drippy ends of ice cream cones, prune pits, peach pits, orange peels, gloppy glumps of cold oatmeal, pizza crusts and withered greens, soggy beans and tangerines, crusts of blackburn buttered toast, grisly bits of greasy roasts, and the garbage rolled on down the hall. It raised the roof, it broke the wall. Greasy napkins, cookie crumbs, globs of gooey bubble gum, cellophane from green bologna, rubbery, blubbery macaroni, peanut butter caked in dry curdled milk and crusts of pie, moldy melons, dried up mustard, eggshells mixed with lemon custard. Yellow lumps of cream of wheat, cold French fries, and rancid meat. At last the garbage reached so high that finally it touched the sky. And all the neighbors moved away, and none of her friends would come to play. And finally Sarah, Cynthia, Stout said, okay, I'll take the garbage out. But then, of course, it was too late. The garbage reached across the state from New York to the Golden Gate. And there in the garbage she did hate. Poor Sarah met an awful fate that I cannot right now relate because the hour is much too late. But children, remember Sarah Stout and always take the garbage out. Or else you end up like this, with it piled up to the ceilings. Take out the garbage, friends.